gani jamani? Siku za wiki. Ni kweli si ukweli? Si ukweli. Kama si kweli tulianza na mada gani? Ndio. Salamu. Tulianza na salamu. Sawa sawa. Tulianza na salamu. Safi sana. Tulianza na salamu. Ndio. Tunaona nyote mmeanguka. Tulianza na maneno. Ni kweli kabisa. Anakumbuka au mnakumbuka ndio. Sauti. Kipaza sauti.
Yani asante.
Ndio.
Sikuwa mimi asubuhi bali
maneno
ambayo inakuwa darasani.
Leo ni siku yako
ya pili.
Ya pili.
Yani najaribu.
Ndio.
Yani
ndio.
Kiti. Na watu.
Ni kweli si ukweli? Ni ukweli. Tulizungumzia sio ukweli. Uongo. Izungumzia nini? Darasani. Moja wapo. Yes, correct. Tulizungumzia daftari. Ni halafu tulizungumzia wanafunzi. Kuandika. Ndio. Nitamkaribisha mwenzangu. Wale ambao wamekuja leo tumewambia fanya kazi na walimu. Nitamkaribisha Mwalimu Edwin awambie jitambulishe kidogo shughuli nyingine. Mwalimu.
Nimechelewa kidogo. Kikazi. Nashukuru Mungu na mimi nimefika. Mmejaa hivi kwa idadi kubwa. Jipini wenyewe. I'm calling today. Do we have new? Also know you? Like this, the new. Wow. Asante sana. I'm Edwin Nyachwara Mobeg. So listen mbele. They have a What we are doing is called kusonga mbele. Tunasonga mbele. Yeah, tunasonga mbele. Wageni wengi wamekuja. Ambia rafiki yako wageni wengi wamekuja. Tunakaribisha wageni. Karibisha means we welcome visitors.
The learning process. The Ministry of State for Defense, Honorable Huda Olero, also on the central of the and now in case just to see.
Oh, these ones have already advanced. My name is Oleru Huda, Parliament from Uyumbe District Committee, the State Minister. I am excited to join you. I'm also a student like you. My teacher told me that he has a very good class here. I said, come and be part of you. This is our dance. That I am here, but I am so amazed. I saw the number is too big. That shows the heart. I think it is very, very important. We Ugandans who are abandoned, we will improve our skills in that area so that we, the African community, and we enjoy the benefits of the East African community. And I am a slow learner, so so we need to improve better. And I'm happy to be here. I'm told this is our last session, but I have come to introduce myself to you that beginning the next session, I'm going to be a very active student here with you. Thank you.
Much, ladies and gentlemen, you may take your seats. Mind you, logical lecture this afternoon. So as we conclude with this program, kindly you are to stay to refreshments and Mwalimu Nyachwara may continue. Asante.
Okay. To see here or here. Mheshimiwa saidia ku. How do we call hon? Mheshimiwa. We are honorable. She's State Minister. Today we are doing a recap what we have been covering. For every sure that all of us, apart from those who came today, this test. We called it maumbo, which sehemu za ngeli, vimilikishi. Okay. Sehemu mwaka, siku za wiki, Very good. What we call heshima, respect. The words of respect. Usi and ku.
Ambayo wiki iliyopita.
Hey, that one is under nyakati. Under nyakati, yeah? Quickly. The day and the reason why. Yes. Yes. How do we pronounce it? You. Can you say Alhamis? As start from May. No. Toto, how many are they? There are 5 tano types of greetings. Bui. Salamu. This is when we wish our friends good night. Lala salama. Tuonane kesho. Za kawaida. They are applied about time. And we are under which shows respect. If I want to greet mheshimiwa under kawaida, which can I use and what respond on that? Yes. Of us. That's one person. When you read one, many people, how do you say? If I say olilalaje, that when you greet in the morning and say, you say safi or salama. What if if I want good day? Yes. You remember me? Yes. Mheshimiwa, that was one of students when we started. One of the only ones who can remember the say Mheshimiwa. Okay? Yeah. Position of the is refer to it when you are talking to someone and you keep mentioning name. Kati. Can you say nyakati? Very good. For what? All of us? Again? Yeah. Honorable, we can call us remember tenses. These are the first 4 examples in past tense. Yes. Past tense, okay. Now, alifundisha. Let's first give that word sentence. Yes, another one. Nilikula. When you see this shows you that sentence is in past tense. Nilicheza. You can stop there. So these are now sentences in first position. Who is the first position, or who is the first person? It is the person who is speaking. Now I'm the first person. If I'm addressing Mheshimiwa, Mheshimiwa becomes the second person. So we refer to her as U or you in English. In Kiswahili we call U. Now, who is the third person? He or she. The people you are talking about. So if I'm telling Mheshimiwa about you, you become the third persons. These sentences can be changed from first position to second position. What can we do to them? If we can write in second position, I will now get examples from the class. In second position, using the same verbs, past tense. We are in past tense. Those are the verbs. And second position. Yes. Yes, you. Ulisoma. Is he fine? Yes. Okay. Ulisoma. Yeah, ndio mama. Ulikula. I want new ones. Yes, the one in the cup. Ulicheza. New ones. Who has joined today and is already feeling the learning? Yes. Ulikimbia. Wow, that's a new student. Ulikimbia. Any other person who has joined today? Today is your first lecture, but you are now already learning. Yes. Ulipika. Ulipika. Very good. Thank you so much. Now we want to construct the ones in third position. In third position. In third position. In third position. Now I will choose randomly. In third position, I will choose randomly. And Mheshimiwa, some of these students are very bright. When I say I will choose randomly, they look at me direct like this to threaten me that they know. Okay, yes, Bwana. Give us one. Yes, one in third position, past tense.
Alisoma.
Wow, alisoma. Who remembers? Who remembers the way that man answered his assignment one time in front here? Do you remember him? Yes. It was a very funny sentence, but yes. Alimaliza. Alimaliza. Yes. Alienda. Yes, mama. Alikula. Asante. Alikula. We have taken long on that area because it is the yeast. It is the backbone of sentence formation. And you cannot communicate in Kiswahili language when you don't know how to construct sentences. Now we have maumbo. We also covered maumbo. Under maumbo, we had sehemu za mwili, which means body parts, and dira. So me, I will touch a body part, and the class will name. Don't ashame us. Eh? Don't ashame us. Okay? Because if I touch here and you say Mugu, I don't know where I will face. Okay. So we start? Yes. Close the books. Yes. When you see your neighbor's book open, raise up your hand. So I've started. Again? Uh-huh. Okay. Let me put. Okay.
Masikio.
Who is that saying matako? Okay, let's do it again. Okay. Poor, right? Again? When it is one? When there are two? Mapaja. Paja, mapaja. Right? One. Hey, okay. Then, when it's one, two, very good. Clap for yourselves. Mheshimiwa, those words are coming from our heads. This is part of what we have been learning. Now, we also covered dira. We covered dira. Walimu, I hope you are trying to reorganize the test, because where we are headed to, these people have the answers in their hands. Eh? Yeah. Dira, what's the dira in English? Compass, directions. And we said we have 4 main directions in Kiswahili language. Who remembers them? Yes, what's the first one? Which one is that? North, thank you. The second one? Yes. Which one is that? West, good. Yes. Mashariki is which one? And then lastly? Kusini, yeah? Which means? South. Okay. So we have Kaskazini, Kusini, Mashariki, and Magharibi. Now, I want you to name for me this as a way of summarizing that part. Then okay. Do you remember the use of moi? You remember the use of moi? Yes. So, who can name for us number 1? Who can name for us number 1? Are you seeing from where you are? You can't see, eh? You can't see. Yes. Can you use moi instead of ya? Then you repeat the answer.
Kaskazini.
Moi.
Magharibi kaskazini.
Who can rearrange it again? It's within the answer bracket, but number 1? No. You can't start with the Mashariki at the number 1. His answers are okay. It needs just proper rearrangement. Yes? That's what he said. Yes? Yes? No. Yes? Very good. Kaskazini, mwa kaskazini, mashariki. We are here. This is kaskazini mwa, kaskazini mashariki. Remember, number 2 is kaskazini mashariki. You know that? Because number 2 is in the middle of this and this. Okay? So, if This is kaskazini mashariki. So what is number 1? It is north of this. Okay? Number 1 is the north of this. So it is kaskazini mwa kaskazini mashariki. You remember that? So what's number 3? Now I think you can see. What's number 3? No, mashariki is here. Number 3? Yes. No. Kaskazini mwa mashariki. No. Are you seeing the importance of a test? It now enables us to know which topic to repeat. Yes. No, number 3. Kaskazini mashariki is here already. Number 2. Now we want the number 3. Eh? No. Yes.
Kaskazini mwa kaskazini mashariki.
No, that's number 1. Yes. Very good. I told you, you always check the nearest, highest town in that place. You don't use a smaller one. Now, according to what you are seeing here, if you are at number 3 here, if you are a number 3 and that's Arua, you are in Arua town, number 3, would you use Kampala to direct someone there? Which town would you use? Either Arua or Gulu. You know, you have to use northern parts, yeah? That's what we said. So here, you must start with Mashariki. Because you are near what? Mashariki. So you say Mashariki, mwa, kaskazini, mashariki. Have you remembered? So tell me number 4. Before you get the name, the first name must be the nearest big point. And we have only 4 big points. North, south, east, and west. All right? So the biggest point is this, kaskazini, mashariki, kusini, and magharibi. Now, when you are naming a point, your first word must be the nearest big point. Like now, number 4. What's our nearest big point? Mashariki. Then we use mwa. Mwa means off. Off. Mwa. Off. It means off. So, all of us, mashariki, mwa, kusini, mashariki. So where is kusini, mashariki? Which number? Number 5. Okay? Yeah. So this is kusini, mashariki. So we are at mashariki, mwa, kusini, mashariki. What's number 6? So what's the nearest point to number 6? Kusini. So your answer must start with the word, not mwa. It must start with kusini. Yes, it must start with kusini. So we say, all of us? Kusini. Don't fear. Speak. Kusini mwa. Speak again. Kusini mwa. Again, kaskazini down. So, kusini mwa, kusini mashariki. Okay? Yeah. We will give you more questions during our oral test under that area. Kumbe, that's where we shall get you from. You revised Kiwiriwiri more than any other part. Yeah. So, those are directions when we are directing people. We even gave ourselves assignment. There is someone, this man has been disturbing me in the box. How do you do this? Sometimes I don't respond. The man insists until I mark his work. And I told him one time, I thought the exercise was long. I told him, direct someone from Ginger Road up to NRM headquarters in the Kiswahili language. In 2 minutes, the guy had finished. So if you are giving directions in the Kiswahili language, someone is at Simba Coach or Mashpoa there near National Theatre, and you want that person to reach in this class, you use Dira to give those directions. Then we covered Nambari. Muratibu, when my time gets nearing, you let me know. Okay. Nambari. You remember nambari? Am I moving very fast? Are we together? Is there anyone lost? For the newcomers, you may not move at the same speed, although you may learn anything, but we shall try to give you a catch-up lesson maybe through the online so that you can catch up with others. So we covered nambari. For this area of nambari, I'm not going to ask questions, but I want to repeat the basic part of nambari. Why? Because the newcomers, this is one of the topics you can learn today and go with it. Now, let me first ask on the newcomers, who knows how to count from 0 to 100 in Kiswahili language? The newcomers. If you know how to count from 0 to 100. 1, 2, 3. How many wish to know that today before you leave? Wow. Now, you are not going to know it today, but you are going to know it now. You say sasa. Nitajua sasa. This is the magic. And you will know it in only 10 minutes or less. Now, I want your brains to be ready, and you look this way. I don't know why you are changing my direction. But since security is around, we are safe. Someone asked yesterday somewhere that we are organizing a certain conference, and they told us, leaders, you know that security starts with you. They said, before the fund helps you, what have you done to help yourself? So when I saw people turning, I thought maybe there's something I first help myself before. Okay, let's look at this. 3, 4, 5. Now, can we all recite this? Sufuri, 3 go. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Tano. Now, our friends who have come today, these are the names of these first numbers. For you to know how to count from 0 to 1 billion to 10 billions to any number, you must know the first 10 in Kiswahili language. That's what we are covering now. So we also have this one. This is sita. This is and the last one is kumi. Penelope, you need to compose for us a song on the numbers. Is Penelope around today? Yes. Compose for us a song to summarize numbers, especially from 0 to 10, or and their parents. 0 to 10 plus parent numbers, 20, 30, up to 100. So, these are the basic numbers. Let's recite them once again. 3 go. 4, uh-huh. Yeah, kumi, you have to end with energy. Kumi. Now, what happens in the next numbers? We will now write we first write parent numbers. This one is called? 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 And this one? This one? This one? Okay. This is another part. Then we have this summary here. Good. Now, when you see 10 or one figure in front of a number, that number belongs to kumi. It is under tens. If you see two zeros or two figures in front of a number, it is called mia. Okay? If you see 3 zeros, it is elf. If you see 10 comma, then 3 zeros in front, that is elfu kumi. Why? Because 10 is kumi. 3 zeros are elf. And in Kiswahili, we read numbers from in front backward. So you start with elfu kumi. So if you see 2 zeros, comma, then 3 zeros, what's the name of that number? Elfu mia. Why? Because mia belongs to what? 2 zeros belongs to mia. 3 zeros belong to elf. So it is elfu mia. Then 3 becomes milioni. Now, if, for example, when we say mia, 2 zeros like this, and we are saying mia, what happens? That's why I said you must know the names of the basic numbers 0 to 10. So here you can add 1. It becomes, what's the name of 1? And the 2 zeros? Mia. So this is mia. Are you getting that? Yes. So that's where our target is today. So when we have done this and we know them, I can now remove or we use this part here. There is connector na. Can you say na? Na. Na means and. Okay? Na means and. We use it to join the baby numbers. These ones, we call them children numbers or baby numbers as a formula for learning. Plus the parent numbers. Parent numbers are these ones, block numbers that can go with another number from the basic numbers. If we pick, for example, 10 to 20. After 10, we have 11, followed by 12, 13. So in 10, when there is 11, it is 10, which is a number, and 1 put together, they become 11. So Kiswahili looks at numbers as independent individuals. They say before you became 11, there was 10 alone. Then later you brought number 1, you added there, they became 11. So what is 11 now? Kumi na moja. Kumi na moja. They will ask you, how many numbers are there? I see there is 10 there, plus another one number which is called moja. What's the name of this? Kumi na mbili. Because kumi is 10. Mbili is 2. Na is and. A joining word. So it becomes kumi na mbili. Are you following? Yes. Yeah. Kumi na mbili. Number 13 becomes kumi na. Yeah. So we can now continue up to 9. Kumi na tatu. What follows? Kumi na. Yes. Yes. Who is that saying kumi na ishirini? Ishirini. Can you say ishirini? So we are now here. Let's continue. Ishirini na. Yes. 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 Now let's go to 70. How do we call 70?
Sabini.
Sabini na. Okay, now let me see. New students. Those who came today, I hope they will still raise up their hands. If you came today, hey, hello. Are you learning anything? Can we do together this remaining? Those who came today, stand up, stand up. Don't fear. Here learning is like that. Stand up. Those who came today, today is your first lesson. Stand up, stand up. So those who are seated, don't talk anything. Those who have come today, very big number. So we want to, let's first, it's okay, you can, you can read from there. Yeah. Those who came today, can you read this name? Let's first do this. All of us. Yes. This is say themanini. So we start themanini. Yes. 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 Tisini, tisini na moja, trigo. Energy. Yes. Tisini na tisa. All of us. Now, do you think you can count from 0 to 100 and write them? Can't you? Good. If you can write from 0 to 100, you can sit down. Those who can. If you can't. Yeah. Are you able now to read from 0 to 100 and write them? Okay. That's what we covered. We covered more. When you go up to 100 plus, that's mia moja. This is what? Which number is that? Mia mbili. Which number is this? Mia saba. Like that, up to 1,000. Okay, I want to take you through ngeli, and as I organize my colleague, utawachukua kwenye rangi? Utawachukua kwenye rangi? Yeah, my colleague will take you through rangi. You remember rangi? Yes, he will take you through rangi. So let me take you through ngeli, and then as he prepares to come and take us through that. We covered 2 classes of nouns. Ngeli means 2 classes of ngeli means classes of nouns, and we covered 2. That is ngeli ya awa and ngeli ya kivi. So ngeli ya awa, we said, is for living things. You remember that? Awa is for living things. What are the features of living things? Living things, breathe. Living things, move. Living things, grow. Living things, die. Living things, they breathe. They reproduce. Are you sure? Because living things, they include the insects, birds, fish. All of them, they reproduce. Okay, They reproduce. What else? They locomote. What's that? Oh, from one place to? Okay. What else? Okay, those are some of the features of living things. So this class of noun called ngeli ya awa means nouns in awa change from singular form to plural form. And the only way you identify that is by seeing a in singular form and the wa in plural form at the verb part, or the part that involves the verb. But we also have wa. Wa. Can you say wa? Wa. What's the name of that lady? She's saying wa. I'm saying wa, and she's repeating wa. The other word there. Okay, I think she was doing fun. What did I say? Wa, not moi. What she said? The other word. Those are our students. So let's see wa. We have words like mtoto, mzee, mwalimu, mgeni, and maybe msichana. Mheshimiwa, these words, they are in singular form. And this ngeli is a class of nouns that helps us to see how words change from singular to plural form. So here, once you have this in mind, awa and wa, it's like a formula. So the moment you see words starting with M in singular form and they are names of living things, when they go to plural form, they must start with wa. So here, automatically, this mtoto becomes watoto. Mzee becomes wazee. Mwalimu becomes, mgeni becomes, and then msichana becomes, yeah. So when do we use a wa? When we use a wa, we bring in the other thing we started with, Mama Mheshimiwa, of sentence construction. When you have just arrived, there is a point where we were saying alicheza, nilikula. You remember that? Ulicheza. So we said niua, ni u a, positions. First position, second position, third position. So when we are now talking about this kind of people here, these are third persons. When we say mtoto, if I tell Mheshimiwa mtoto, I just say Mheshimiwa, yes, mtoto. Mheshimiwa will ask me, mtoto gani? Which mtoto? You hear that? Amefanya nini? What has happened? Mtoto? You hear that? Now we are talking about that person. Are you getting that? So that's the Then I will say, mtoto amefanya. Even now she will say, amefanya nini? What has happened to him or her? So we can say, mtoto amekula. You hear that? Mtoto amekula. Mzee amelala. Mwalimu amefundisha. Mgeni amefika. Msichana ameenda. Now, when we are changing these sentences to plural form, you will see this wa. I told you it is a formula. So here, wa, we saw where there is M, in the plural form it starts with the wa. That's why we have wa as a formula. So when we are writing now a full sentence and we change it to plural form, we use this formula, a, wa. Already you know where there is m, plural, you put wa. Follow me. Let's change together slowly. We change this word to plural form using our formula. Where there is m, we put wa. The rest remain. It becomes watoto. Okay? Where there is a, we put wa. A is here. So we put wame. So you see now where the awa is? A, wa. A, wa. So can we say mtoto amekula, it becomes mzee amelala, mwalimu amefundisha, mgeni amefika, msichana ameenda. Yeah, watoto is the other one. Then we had kivi. Huh? Are we together? Huh? You are somehow writing. They are the same things we gave you earlier. Okay. In Kiswahili we have a saying which says, mgeni akija, mwenyeji anapona. When a visitor comes, the owners benefit, including children. So what these people are trying to benefit from the coming of our guests. The day you buy beef for the guest, a child remains in the sitting room. You tell the kid, go to kitchen and eat from there. He said, Mom, I will eat from here. Because he's very sure there you will get what? A piece. Then the visitor will say, have. You will get. But the mama will look with one eye. The eye will say, after the guest has gone. All right? So I know those who are copying. Are you done now? Can I clean? Tuko pamoja? Sawa sawa. Now, can you say kivi? Chavia. Kivi is a class of noun. We said it's for what? This for what? This for what? Non-living things. Things that cannot breathe. Things cannot, those that cannot eat. Things which cannot move. Things that are dead but useful to human race. Huh? And we talked of so many of them. But what we discovered is all adjectives in this class, they continue with the same key V. But noun is first. Nouns start with ki in singular form, and in the plural form they start with V. Let's give examples. Kiti, kitabu, kisiwa, kiatu, kitanda. Okay. Kitanda. So what is the plural form? Viti, vitabu, visiwa, viatu, vitanda. Okay? Are we together? If you see someone talking when your teacher is teaching, you raise up your hand. Okay. Now, we want to see how are the adjectives of this. Adjectives are those words that describe the noun. Okay? We had words like kikubwa, you remember that? Kizuri, kidogo, kirefu, kichafu, kitamu. Right? Yeah, we said kikubwa, kizuri, kidogo, kirefu, kichafu, kitamu. These are some of the examples. We even had someone wondering, he asked me, but what is that? Because when you say it is big, it is good, it can be small, long, dirty, but sweet. Right? Now, can it be a chair? So you can say kiti kikubwa, viti vikubwa. So these adjectives, where there is ki, when it goes to plural form, they also start with v. You remember that? Yeah. So where you see ki, when you go to plural form, you must put v. So we say kitabu kizuri becomes vitabu vizuri. Kisiwa kidogo, kitanda kirefu, kitabu kichafu, tamu. What can we say which is tamu? Kiazi, kiazi kitamu, viazi vitamu. You hear that? Yeah. So this is what we call key V class of nouns. Have you followed? New students, are you picking anything? You see, me, I've given my whole today to see that you understand. Since you have come on the closing day, so that you don't go with nothing. In that, when we meet online, you have something to start with. Are we together? Yes. So Mwalimu Rocha, kujo tupeleke kwa rangi. Let's welcome our teacher Rochas to take us through rangi. As he's coming, Mheshimiwa, we are 4 friends who work together here under Kiswahili. We have Bwana Shaban. Mwalimu Shabani yako hapo. Then we have Bwana Arereng, Mike Arereng. Yeah, the veteran journalist. We normally call them waliopendwa. Not zilizopendwa, but waliopendwa because of wa. Asante. Karibu Bwana Sendaura, tumpigie makofi. Pigia mimi makofi. Asante.
Asanteni sana. Asante sana Mwalimu Nyachwara. Tuko pamoja. Tuko pamoja. Are you following? We are together. Naomba tusimame kwanza. Sote tusimame. Haya. Mheshimiwa hawezi kukaa. Tayari sote tumesimama. Haya, naomba uangalie mkono wako wa kulia. Kulia. Hapana, uangalie mkono wako wa kulia. Sio unionyeshe mkono wa kulia. Geuka kulia. Hivi mkono wa kulia ni upi? Huo ni mkono wa kulia. Kulia ni alafu kushoto ni left. Basi geuka mkono wako wa kulia. Haya, jinyoshe kidogo tu. Alafu ndio. Sasa geuka mkono wako wa kushoto. Kushoto basi, angalia kushoto, angalieni kushoto. Ndio. Kushoto ni huo ni mkono wa kushoto. Ni kushoto? Kweli ni kushoto? Dada, huo ni kushoto. Kushoto. Tunaangalia kushoto. Haya basi. Haya, angalieni mbele huko. Huku sasa mbele. Mbele ni mbele ni nini? front. Afu angalia nyuma. Ni nyuma hapo. Alafu mwingine. Mmeangalia nyuma. Aya, geukeni basi kusoto. Kushoto. Kushoto. Aya, angalieni mbele basi. Aya, asanteni sana. Hamjambo lakini tena. Aha, maraba. Karibuni tena. Aha, kaeni. Naomba tukae. Mmejinyosha nyosha. Ndio. Naona leo ni siku njema. Alafu sijui mvua imetoka wapi? Mvua imeanza tena. Bwana. Baraka za Mungu. Ni kweli kabisa, ni baraka za Mungu. Hapa naweza mkaona. Hapa nyote mnaona. Nisogeze kidogo tu mbele. Asanteni. Hapa tosha. Inatosha. Ndio. Naweza kufuta hapa au bado? Nifute. Hivi tulimchagua mtu anayefuta hapa. Sijui alienda wapi? Yuko wapi? Ndugu yetu huyu. Mtoto amekula. Hebu nifute hapa. Nifute. Aya, asanteni. Ndio. Tulivyotangaza ya kwamba leo tuna mitihani, wengi walitetemeka. Mwalimu, tulipotangaza kwamba Jumatano tutakuwa na mitihani. Mitihani hapana. Hatufanyi mitihani, lakini nimewaambia this is not do or die. Tunasoma tu, tunajifunza tu. Na kujifunza ni furaha kabisa. Sawa. Tumesema leo ni tarehe gani? Tumesoma sasa hivi nambari. Leo tarehe gani jamani? Leo tarehe gani? Leo ni tarehe 13. Tuseme leo ni tarehe 13. Alafu tumesoma nambari lakini bado. Leo tarehe 13 mwezi wa Desemba au mwezi wa 12, alafu mwaka wa. Asanteni sana. Leo ni tarehe 10 mwezi wa mwaka wa. Safi sana. Leo ni tarehe 13 mwezi wa Desemba mwaka wa 2023. Leo tumesema kwamba tutaangalia yale tuliyojifunza. Na tulitaka tujaribu, hebu watu hawa wameelewa? Watu hawa wanajua mambo tuliyowafundisha? Hapapo ndipo tulipo. Na tumeangalia, tulianza na salamu, tukajifunza mambo mengine, nyakati, tulijifunza nafsi, tulijifunza ngeli, tulijifunza nini? Viunganishi. Tulijifunza nini? dila na mambo mengine. Sasa hivi nimewambia hapo mwanzoni ya kwamba sisi tuna uhakika, sisi kama walimu tuna uhakika ya kwamba naweza kusimama mbele ya watu na kasema ninaitwa Rogers. Mezaliwa wapi? Ni mzaliwa wa Kampala. Mkoa gani? Mkoa wa katikati. Ndio, hivyo najua tunaweza. Na kati ya mambo tuliyosoma, tulijifunza, mwalimu ameshaeleza. Na tumebaki na rangi tu, si ndio? Mwalimu, tumebaki na rangi tu. Tulibaki na rangi tu. Na mengine. Sawa. Haya, tulisema, tulijifunza majina ya rangi. Haya, naomba tusome hapa kwa wote. Tena ndio, majina ya rangi. Na uzuri wake tulisema kwamba Kiswahili jinsi unavyosoma hapa ni jinsi unavyotamka. Sio kama Kiingereza ninaandika neno kama hivi. Hii kwa Kiingereza ni nini? Alafu kwa Kiswahili tunasomaje? You see now. Sasa Kiswahili ni tofauti. Kiswahili unavyoona neno ndivyo unavyosoma. So hapa tulisema majina ya rangi. Na tuliposoma majina ya rangi tulitaka mtambue. We wanted you to know or to understand haya majina ya rangi. Names of the colors. Hatukutaka mtu aseme yule nini nani, yule. Yes, we wanted you to say huyu aliyevaa rangi ya njano. Yule aliyevaa rangi ya nyeusi. Sasa kabla sijaanza kuandika majina ya rangi, hii koti langu, nimevaa koti la rangi gani? Nyeusi. Safi sana. Kwa hivyo nyeusi is what? Yes, it is. White. Again white. Ndugu yangu. Okay. Nani anaweza kumsaidia? White is nyeupe. Tuko pamoja. So, we say, for those who came today, nyeusi is black. And then we said, another color? Nyeupe. Nyeupe is white. And then rangi nyingine? Rangi nyingine. Lakini nataka unyoshe mkono uniambie, sio majibu ya juju. Rangi nyingine dada? Kijani. This is green. This is red. Another color? Samawati. Unaona? Watu walielewa. Na samawati is what? Blue. Thank you. Rangi nyingine jamani. Zambarau. Mnaona? And zambarau is what? Purple. Naam. Chungwa. Chungwa. Yes. And chungwa is what? Orange. Hey, nalongo. Njano. Njano. Hey, nalongo, when I picked nalongo and Sabalongo was so happy. Wow. You said what? Nalongo? Njano. Njano. And njano is what? Yellow. Yes. NRM. Kaka. Kahawia. And kahawia is what? Kahawia is what? Coffee brown. Kuna rangi nyingine? Ndio. Waridi. Mnakumbuka? Safi sana. Waridi. And waridi is what? Kaka yangu. Waridi is what? Who is saying gray? Wanafunzi wangu jamani. Zambarau. So we said waridi is what? Pink. And rangi nyingine? Yes. Rangi ya maziwa. Hey, you see? Rangi ya maziwa. Rangi ya maziwa is what? Together? Cream. Alafu nyingine ndio kijivujivu. Kijivujivu is what? Gray. Kijivujivu. Aya. Rangi nyingine? Udongo. Nani amesema? Rangi ya udongo. Udongo. Naam? Udongo. Udongo. Kuna rangi nyingine tena? Imesha? Ndio. Kijani iliyokoza. Ndio. Kijani iliyokoza. And kijani iliyokoza is what? Tulisema? Very nice. Iliyokoza. Are we together? Kuna rangi nyingine? Ndio kaka. Rangi ya dhahabu. Yes. Dhahabu. Rangi ya dhahabu. Gold. Ndio. Naam? Bahari. Blue bahari. Blue bahari is what? Navy blue. Bahari. Hamwezi kuona hapa. Mwezi kuangalia hapa. Dhahabu. Aha, rangi nyingine jamani. Ndiyo, dada. Naam. Mseto. Naam. Rangi ya mseto. Mixed colors. Aha. Semeni rangi ya mseto. 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 Sio msetwe. It's mseto. So, mseto. Aya, hizi zinatosha nadhani. Kwa sababu ya muda tunahesabu pia muda. Naona ni saa 6 sasa hivi. Aya, tunawezaje kutumia hizi rangi tukitumia niua? Aha. Nani anaweza kutengeneza sentensi akitumia ni uwa? Tutumie nyakati na ambayo ni nani, present tense or now tense. Sasa nataka tutumie ni uwa tutengeneze sentensi tukichanganya au tukiunga na rangi. Aha. Haya. Ni u a ni uwa. Na va kijivujivu. Au tutumie hii na li me. Na li pia. Sawa. Tuweke ta pia. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Sasa nataka tutengeneze sentence. Ndio. Dada huyu. Alafu alikuwa ndio dada, karibu sana. Aha. Ndio. Amevaa samawati. Mwalimu Edwin amevaa rangi ya hii ni nini? Shati, amevaa shati, suruali. Aha. Amevaa shati la samawati. Asante sana. Aha, mwingine. Ndio dada. Karibu. Aha. Sentence.
Mgeni wetu wa leo amevaa kijevujevu.
Ndio. Mgeni wetu au mgeni wetu mheshimiwa.
Mheshimiwa wetu, mgeni wetu amevaa kijevujevu.
Amevaa kijivujivu. Asante sana. Lakini kabla kwa kweli mgeni wetu amevaa kijivujivu? Amevaa kitambaa kia rangi gani? Rangi? Amevaa samawati. Aha. Ndio. Aya, asanteni sana. Sasa nataka sentensi. Ndio, dada. Aha. Amevaa nyeusi na rangi ya njano. Sawa. Makofi kwake. Makofi kwake tunafanya? Aya. Aha.
Nalongo amevaa koti la kahawai.
Koti la kahawai. Kahawia. Sema kahawia. Kahawia. Nalongo amevaa nini?
Koti la kahawia.
Nalongo amevaa rangi ya kahawia au koti la kahawia. Asante sana. Makofi kwake. Aha, ndio Hajati. Ni mpya. Hajati. Aha. Ndio. Asante sana. Amevaa kitambaa amevaa kitambaa kieusi. Haya. Aha, mwingine. Yes, kaka. Yule dada amevaa kijani. Sawa, asante sana. Makofi kwake. Chwa. Aha. Aha. Ndio, muda unaendelea. Aha. Ndio, dada. Unaandika kwenye kitabu keupe. Sawa, asante sana. Ndio. Aha. Umevaa shati la njano. Sawa sawa. Kofi. Aha. Dada. Ndio, asante sana. Nani anaweza kuzungumza sentensi hiyo kuliko hapo? Kwa sababu amesema flaga ya Uganda. Tunasema u. Semeni u. U. Uganda. Aha. So, tunasemaje? Aha, safi sana. Bendera ya Uganda ina rangi gani, dada? Umesema? Ina nyeusi, alafu nyekundu. Ni rangi tatu za bendera ya Uganda. Ndio, kaka. Sawa sawa. Asante sana. Makofi kwake. Aha. Ndio, mheshimiwa. Tumekalia viti vya njano. Asante sana. Makofi kwa mheshimiwa. Ndio, kaka yule mwenye shati nyeupe. Shati jeupe. Ndio. Aha. Simu yako nyekundu. Simu yake ina rangi nyekundu. Safi sana. Asante sana. Chwa. Aha. Mwingine. Kuna mwingine? Aya. Na mwisho. Ndio kaka. Aha. Sawa sawa. Makofi kwake. Amependeza. Naye umependeza kaka. Umevaa suti nzuri. Aya. Sasa kwa sababu muda tuna mchache, ninaomba nimkaribishe tena mwalimu mwenzangu Mobega, afu atupeleke katika kipindi kingine hivyo hivyo, kwa sababu nimewaambia tuko katika timu. Asanteni sana. Nipigeni makofi. Tena makofi kwangu. Karibu sana mwalimu, utupeleke katika kipindi kingine.
Thank you. Asante mwalimu. Asante tena. If you are here and you are not still following, you are not fair to yourself. Mheshimiwa is leaving because of busy schedules, but we are so humbled that she has been here almost for more than 1.5 hours, seated and listening. Let's clap for her. I want to welcome her to say something and then as she leaves. Karibu.
Once again, I want to thank you, the class. I want to thank Secretary General of NRM for picking up the policy of the government that all the citizens of this country must learn Swahili. And many of these institutions who have picked the directive of the president are doing so. But those who are not are still not doing it. So I want to thank Secretary General for organizing these sessions. They are so good for us. So we need to appreciate them. And I also want to thank you for committing that time to come and learn. Because learning is an endless thing. It only ends when you leave the earth. So you are doing the best thing. Don't regret for the time you are here. You are building your capacity. So I want to thank you. I am so excited. I feel if I would be ever here with you, I can also learn. Being 2-3 in a class, I think we are cheating ourselves, but being in a big number, you learn from the friends. I was getting so excited, especially this table here. My eyes continue to remain on you and you excite me more. Let me see how I can organize my time, indeed, to join you, that we continue to learn together for ourselves and for these countries. And I want to thank these wonderful teachers. I don't know how Secretary General has picked them. I know there are many Swahili teachers outside there, but for the few time or the few minutes I've been here, if I'm being given the opportunity to rate them, I would say for now they are the best for the country. So I want to thank our teachers, picking people from nowhere, and in 3 or 4 months, if they are already at this level, that shows your commitment and that shows the skills you are using to teach them. Please keep it up and continue to do so. Thank you. We meet again next year. I wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Okay.
Tumpe maua, flowers. Yeah, thank you. Wow. Muratibu.
The Secretary General is joining us in 30 minutes. So as the walimu wind up with today's session, so that now we go into the closing ceremony. Okay.
Thank you so much. The Secretary General, as you have heard, is also coming to join us. And we are also being followed live by almost 5 million Ugandans who are on digital platforms across the globe, not only within Uganda. A friend of mine from UK has just written a WhatsApp there saying, "Are you the one I'm seeing?" I responded and said, "Yes, I'm the one." Then he was saying, "Is this real or they are lying?" I said, "How can they lie online?" Meaning that some people are watching outside Uganda. It's a very big program. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard what? Okay. I want to welcome Bwana Shaban to give us a break, something small to break up, and then we start again. Tumkaribishe, tumpigie makofi. Yeah.
Asante sana Mwalimu Nyachwara. Wanafunzi, unajua katika Kiswahili nyinyi ni wanafunzi, right? Wanafunzi, they are students. Sasa uni wakati mzungu anaita break. Lakini break yetu tunaenda kujifundisha. Nasikia? tunaenda kujifundisha tukipitia katika wimbo. Katika nini? We are going to learn through what? A song. Okay. How do we call a Ugandan? Okay, Ugandans in Kiswahili. Who can tell me? Ugandans. Huh? Waganda. Okay, Waganda, right? So we are going, I want us to follow this song very well. It's going to help us. We shall also get the theme from this song. The theme, in Kiswahili we call it maudhui. Maudhui. Sasa tunataka kufuata mwimbo huu, alafu tutapata maudhui yaliyomo, tupate maana ya wimbo huu na kuzingatia. Okay? Now, this is the song, tuenda kuimba. Wana Uganda tuyunge mikono, Kiswahili chetu kikuwe sawa sawa. Wana Uganda tuyunge mikono. Piga, tusimame kwanza. Sasa mnasikia? Tutapiga namna hii, mnasikia? Haya. Uganda mikono, Kiswahili kikuwe sawa. Wana Uganda tuyunge mikono, Kiswahili chetu kikuwe sawa sawa. Tuyunge mikono, Kiswahili chetu kikuwe sawa sawa. Mzee alisema tuyunge mikono, Kiswahili chetu kikuwe sawa sawa. Walimu wetu wazuri sana, elimu yao iko sawa sawa, imba. Ngoja kwanza sasa niwaelezeni. Namna hii tusimame. Nataka tukiwa tunaimba tusipige hivi sivyo, tutasema wana Uganda tuyunge mikono, Kiswahili chetu kikuwe sawa sawa. Hivyo tuyunge mikono, Kiswahili chetu kikuwe sawa sawa. Lugha yetu ni nzuri sana, wananchi wetu wako sawa sawa kweli. Mratibu wetu mzuri sana, elimu yake iko sawa sawa kweli. Mzee alisema tuyunge mikono, Kiswahili chetu kikuwe sawa sawa hapa. Chama chetu kizuri sana, viongozi wetu wako sawa sawa kweli. Wana Uganda tuyunge mikono, Kiswahili chetu kikuwe sawa sawa, imba. Katibu alisema tuyunge mikono, lugha yetu ikuwe sawa sawa hapa. Walimu wetu wazuri sana, elimu yao iko sawa sawa kweli. Wana Uganda tuyunge mikono, Uganda yetu ikuwe sawa sawa. Lugha yetu ni nzuri sana, kiwango chake kiko sawa sawa kweli. Rais alisema tuyunge mikono, lugha yetu ikuwe sawa sawa kweli. Wanafunzi wetu wazuri sana, desturi zao ziko sawa sawa kweli. Wazazi wetu wazuri sana, vitendo vyao viko sawa sawa kweli. Nchi yetu ni nzuri sana, na watu wake wako sawa sawa wote. Wana Uganda tuyunge mikono, nchi yetu ikuwe sawa sawa. 1 2 3 zimata. Tukaeni. Mmetosheka? Mmefurahi? Tuendelee. Mimi nimekuwa tu kwa muhtasari, nimetaka kuleta huo wimbo ili hali tuweze kusomesha Kiswahili tukipitia katika nyimbo. Nitakuwa nawaletea nyimbo za Kiswahili, nitawaletea nyimbo nyingi mno zenye maana. Sasa katika wimbo huu tukiangalia kitu ambacho nimewaambia, maudhui, niwaambia maudhui ni nini? Theme. Sasa kuna maudhui katika wimbo huo. Tunasema we Ugandans, we should join hands. You understand? Yes. Theme number 1. Ugandans, we should join hands. You understand? To support Kiswahili language. Our dear president, the fountain of honor, has directed us to teach Kiswahili to the Ugandans. And who are we to refuse? So Kiswahili must be protected. I say, our teachers are well positioned. They are knowledgeable, they are smart, and they are good to go. Okay? The coordinator is always with us and is supporting our program. You understand? We said that Katibu, that is the SG. You understand? He is supporting us for this program. Therefore, we have to join hands together and we teach Kiswahili and we speak Kiswahili. Let us say that English should end with 2023. Come 2024 January 1st, we start Kiswahili. Kabisa, tuongee Kiswahili nyumbani, tuongee Kiswahili barabarani, tuongee Kiswahili ofisini, tuongee Kiswahili kokote kule. Au sio? Sina mengi. Wacha nimrudishie mkubwa wangu Bwana Nyachwara kipaza sauti aendelee na program. Asante mwalimu.
Pika makofi.
Sasa Can you tell your friend wakati ni sasa? Wakati ni sasa. Time has come for our test. You thought we have changed? How can we change when we have announced for the whole week? No. It's okay. Time imeenda? No, we are still having time. It's okay. Yeah. If you feel that you need to stretch, walk up there and come back, it's okay. You are going to do it, and you do that as you join your group. We are going to be 4 of us to assess you, and what you score is what we record. We may not record a figure you are seeing, but for us, we know how we are going to do it. Yeah, so let me first find out how many are ready for this test. If you have prepared yourself and you are ready, chirete chiwe chiwe. Let's see. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, they are the majority. How many are saying, let us do it next year? They are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5. How many are saying, you are our teachers? What you decide for us is what we take. Okay. We have decided for you a test. But indicators are showing that our Katibu Mukuu is almost coming, and some of the features or some of the conditions and the regulations of exams world over is that they are never interrupted in the middle. And also same conditions applies to big people. They are also never interrupted. You see that? So these are two main desires. And we have decided that maybe we will first receive the guest after he has finished the closing remarks. Then we do our test. After every time you finish your test, you just go. As you finish, you go, because it's individual. It's not going to be a class test. It is 1 by 1. You come. Someone was telling me yesterday, Mwalimu, the way you terrorized our Muratibu, I hope you are not terrorizing us that way tomorrow. And I asked me, he said, yes. I said, how? Exam, we saw him sweating seriously. So we are going to terrorize you with what you know. And if someone asks you what you know, is that terrorism? That's friendship, not so? That's friendship. So as we wait for our Katibu to come, we may not have time to listen from your side. Okay? We can use this time to also hear from your side. You see, people have been praising us here. These are guests who have come. But you are the owner of what has been happening, right? You are the ones who know if we have really handled you the way you wanted, if you have benefited or not. So I want to hear from you randomly what you think the session has been like, and any suggestions on where you think we will improve, although more of the suggestions we shall receive them on the platform. We are going to create a day, and I think, Walimu, you remind me, I will chair that meeting. I will host you on Zoom, all of us. And we will get direct communications on what you think we need to improve on our next session. So that when we come back, we are more stronger and energetic to manage those gaps. But for now, let's hear from you directly. How has it been? How has it been? Yes. Another microphone. Okay, bring that. we must be very brief so that we get more of the communications. Mwalimu, nani ako na sehemu ya tuandikie kwa ufupi? Do you have any? Yes. Welcome.
Thank you, our dear teachers. I joined this class in the middle. This is the 4th week. And I've been privileged also to be part of it. And I've gained a lot. My request is, as we are going in for a long holiday, I request our dear teachers at least to give us work that we may continue practicing. Because I've understood that even up today, people are still joining and they also love the same thing. That's my request.
Thank you so much. Continue to have teaching and learning so that you don't forget. Yes, you are the second hand up. The other one.
Alim, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Personally, I would request that
Turn like this so that they capture.
occasionally, let's always do recaps. What we have covered, like the summary we have done today. Me, I've learned something very important. The compass direction, for example. I knew only the main 4. Magharibi, mashariki, kusini, kaskazini. Then the again 4 middle ones. But the recap you have done today, I've mastered it. I can name it, all of it, individually. Thank you.
Welcome. So we will keep on doing recaps. If Pauline behind, then we come like this. Behind. We are capturing those comments so that we can improve on them. Yes.
Good afternoon, colleagues.
Good afternoon.
My name is Nyamwija Pauline, and I've been attending all the classes from the day I came to know about this. I only missed one class, but it's because I didn't know. So I want to thank you so much, our teachers. It was really too good. Personally, I didn't know anything about Kiswahili apart from greeting, of which even the greetings I only knew abali. But at this time, at least I know there are different greetings in Kiswahili. And also, maybe what I noticed is that maybe we made a mistake. We couldn't share with our friends. Some of them we shared with them when it was already too late, which is so bad. I think we were a little bit selfish, because if every person is to bring 4 people, I believe this whole place would be full. So I've also come to learn that if we are very many people, we learn very fast than learning very few people. I want to thank, of course, NRM for this wonderful opportunity. And I can assure you that we are coming back even next year. And of course, I also urge you, I urge all the colleagues to persist until the end. I thank you so much.
Thank you. Asante sana. We learn more when we are together. Even when you don't know a word and the majority are saying, watoto, you also find yourself saying, to, until you, kato. There's someone who keeps on mentioning it badly until you get the real thing. Yeah. Thank you so much. Pass it here. Yeah, yes. Not giving you chance.
But, sorry. Thank you very much.
Okay. He's the last one to do that because we have not taught you about code of conduct.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you very much, members. I'm Dennis. I'm Olishaba Dennis from Kabarole, but currently staying in Kampala. I'm really so happy. This is my first time to be here. And I'm really so happy. I've seen there is a really protocol, which is good. Secondly, me, I knew the Kiswahili of Congo. You know, Congo, it is, the Kiswahili of Congo is so lost. Someone can say, hayuko. You say hayuko, what does it mean? So you don't understand very well. So thank you very much. There is a very big difference from the Kiswahili, which I have been getting from my friend coming from Congo, where it is quite different. Thank you very much, teachers. Thank you for good work. NRM, thank you very much.
Yeah, this one.
Good afternoon, team. I want to thank our teachers. Myself, I think this is my 4th week here. I was totally green. And I liked Kiswahili to the extent that the few common words we use, I can't spend a day without saying them out. And at times, I really want the language. And the first time my colleague told me that we have a lecture at Chadon Road at NRM Security, I just rushed. I wanted to see how is Kiswahili taught, and I wanted to learn. I want to thank the team and the colleagues. Maybe to make it clear, the recaps, how maybe in our group, if we can make it in our groups that each and every lecture we're going to attend, we divide the different topics we've covered, and a group handles a certain topic. For a recap, as our teachers are also guiding us, just to save time. And I think this is my 1st week, but I'm not yet in that group. Even the issue of the test, I've just, though I'm ready, but I didn't know about anything about that yet. Yes. So okay. They should add us in that group.
How many are not in the WhatsApp group? Okay. Where is stand up? Stand up. That's the man who can add you. Can we make more people admins, maybe? It can help. Eh? Who are the admins in that group? Stand up. Admins in that group. Admins. Wafula is there. Can you make this read an admin? You, stand up. Make her an admin. Who else is active? Make that gentleman an admin. Na huyu, na yule, and this Ajat, and that new lady there, plus this one. To add more members. So, people, you will see these people here. Stand up again. Stand up, the new ones. You come and give them your phone numbers. They add you in the group for proper communications. After this. Thank you so much. Asante, we have had that suggestion. This is the last person to speak in English. I now want to hear comments and communications in the Kiswahili what? Language.
Thank you very much. My name is Nachirija Sar from Ndeje. Before I speak, I would like to see those people from Ndeje to stand up. Ndeje, Machinje Sawagabo municipality. Those people are coming from Ndeje. So good afternoon, everyone. So first of all, I would like to thank our president for setting up this initiative of learning Swahili. Then I thank our facilitators or the teachers. Really, you are doing a good job to us. Then I thank this gentleman, Serada Musa, because he got the information from him and he tried to mobilize people from Ndeje. Our teachers, me, I'm really happy. I was that kind of person who was biased with Swahili. Because when I was young, we were invaded by thieves and we were speaking Swahili. I remember they asked me, minataka pesa. Really, I didn't have money. So I was biased with Swahili. But the way you teach, really, you've made me love Swahili, to get interested in Swahili. I'm a teacher by profession. And I understand Swahili was made a national language. Teachers have a negative attitude towards Swahili because for us we believe that you are trying to die with Uganda. So I'm going to go back, going to tell my colleague that the president's plan is not to die with Uganda, but because Uganda has, East Africa has very many countries, so we are going to encourage them to learn Swahili. Really, me in Kiganda, I knew Laisi is something which is cheap. I've got today that Swahili is it Laisi is a president. So, really, our teachers are really interesting. The learning was learner-centered. It catered for every person, the slow learners. Because me Swahili, I take myself as a slow learners. Because really, me, I was blessed with Swahili.
Unaitwa
I
nani?
thank you so much. Naitwa Nachirija Sara.
Unaishi wapi?
Naishi Ndeje.
Ndeje. Unafanya kazi gani?
Teacher.
Mwalimu.
Na jana kumbi Winston.
Wewe ni mwalimu.
Niko mwalimu.
Asante sana. You see? Thank you so much. Let's clap for her. I wanted to test and see if she has really learned something. You can see? Yeah, thank you so much. Let's first hear from this one. Kwa lugha ya Kiswahili.
Swahili. Okay. Habari zenyu it's me speaking. Habari zenyu wakubwa na wabibi. Sasa ninaitwa Abyekwa Sobran Seblime. Netoka Buyukwe District, Njeru Municipality. Aspiring MP, Njeru Municipality 2026. Sasa mwalimu, asante sana kwa kushomesha lugha ya Kiswahili. At least mimi iko vizuri. Lakini hii klasi ya Kiswahili mimi kusasema that klasi inakuja mbele kwa mwaka mpya. Tumetaka platform ya online. Sasa hiyo platform imesaidia watu wamechelewa, watu rain calamities, mvua amekuja mingi sana. Sasa hiyo watu wameenda kwa online, amesoma na watu wetu. Sasa hiyo recommendation yangu peke yake.
Asante kabisa. Mpigie makofi. Amesema tuweke njia za mtandao. Right now I want people who can speak in Kiswahili only first. Mama, yule mama. Sikiza kwanza. Sikiza, let's listen.
Munipigie kwanza makofi.
Sawa. Haya, tunyamanze.
Asante sana mwalimu yetu kufundisha sisi lugha ya Kiswahili. Tunafurahi sana, Mungu awashukuru. Tunawapendeza, Christmas mzuri na mwaka mnakuja mpya mzuri. Tunataka Mungu asaidie sisi turudi hapa kama sisi iko wazima. Asante sana.
Wow. Cameraman. Capture this. From now, whatever we are talking, you have to capture. These are the feedbacks of what we have been. Asante sana. Mamas wished us good time and Merry Christmas. And I said, Mungu awashukuru. Mungu ashukuriwe. God to be thanked for the program. Thank you so much. Give this one.
Hello. Habari zenyu. Mimi naitwa Nalongo Salibeti Sinagoga. Mimi natoka Ndeje. Asante sana. Mwalimu wetu tunapenda vitabu. Asante sana.
Have you understood? Me, have understood. You see, one thing you need to know as a parent is how all your children behave. This girl, for her, she doesn't talk in details. She mentions one thing, you feel by yourself. Okay? So she says they need Kiswahili books. She's representing those who didn't get. Let's hear from Hajat. That one. Oh, okay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yani mimi nazungumza kwa niaba ya wanafunzi wote, na shukurani zote zinaenda kule yani kwenye mwalimu wetu ambao wanatusomesha Swahili. Yani huo tuko kwenye mchakato. Tunashukuru sana. Na nilikuwa nawaza tungepewa vile vitabu vile ambavyo mlitoahidi vikawa vina zile yani topic zote ambazo ziko ndani kutoka mwanzo mpaka hadi kwenye muhula umeanzia. Nashukuru sana jamani. Napongeza nyote na walimu wote kwa pamoja. Shukrani sana.
Wow. Wewe ni mwanahabari? Sauti ni kama ya wanahabari. Asante sana. Thank you. Wacha tusikize huyu. Tunataka Kiswahili kwanza.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ninaitwa Muzami Ramadhan. Nataka kushukuru kwa walimu wetu yote. Nataka kushukuru kwa Rais President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Nataka kushukuru wanafunzi wote walikuja hapa kufundisha hiyo lugha ya Kiswahili. Lakini sasa saa hii naweza kuongea Kiswahili kufundisha naweza kuongea Kiswahili kwa ajili siku ile nilikuja hapa nilikuwa tetemeka, lakini sasa miko ngumu sasa saa hii.
Sasa amepata nguvu.
Leo niliwezi kukua hapa, lakini milienda huko upande hii Arua, lakini milifanya chote yote kufika hapa kwa ajili milisikia tuko na mazoezo leo. Nitaka kukua hapa nifanya hiyo mazoezo pamoja na
Unasema unafanya kazi gani?
Mimi? Miko nafanya kazi ya dereva.
Unafanyia wapi?
Kwa town hapa Kampala.
Kwa hivyo maeneo yako ya kazi ni wapi? Kampala na mji gani?
Kampala, kama nipata safari nitaenda mbali huko, lakini Arua nilitoka kwa mambo ingine ya koti. Niko na mambo huko.
Lakini unaonaje kutokana na hali ya hao wanafunzi? Je, kuna kuendelea kusoma ama tunamaliza muda? Watu wanaendelea kupenda lugha ama bado?
Watu, kwa mimi naona watu napendelea kusema hiyo lugha, wanapenda lugha, na pia mimi. Kwa ajili miko na rafiki yangu, alikuwa hiyo nazungumza hiyo Kiswahili ya Kenya. Milisikia hiyo vibe. Ilikuwa kabisa nzuri sana. Milipenda kufundisha hiyo lugha. Nilikuwa nisema kama Mungu anakubariki mimi, nitaka niende Tanzania
uzungumze,
nifundisha hiyo lugha ya Kiswahili kwa ajili.
Asante sana. Mpigie makofi jamaa huyu.
Asanteni mwalimu.
Amejaribu sana. Kulikuwa na yule mama alafu yule mzee. Asante kabisa. Alisema alipokuja alikuwa na tegemea alikuwa na anatetemeka. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hamjambo wanafunzi wenzangu. Mimi nimekuja late, lakini ninamshukuru Nalongo, huyu ndiye alinipa hiyo message ya kukuja hapa kusoma. Asantini. Nashukuru vile walimu wetu. Asante sana. Mimi Aisha Ahmed Mukova, natoka Busabala, that is Machinde Sabagabo. watu wa Uganda hapa walikuwa wana Kiswahili wanakichukua kama ni lugha ya waizi. Si waizi wa shule, lakini ni waizi wa thieves. Yeah.
Tunawaita wezi.
Waizi, aha.
Sema wezi.
Wezi. So, lakini sasa tunashukuru kwa ajili imekuwa ni lugha ya taifa. Tena tunashukuru sana kwa ajili wakati mimi nilikuwa naishi hapa Mengo Kisenyi juu pale kwa Usafi juu. Hapo ni lugha tofauti. Kuna Waarabu, kuna Waswahili, kuna Wasomali, kuna Wanyarwanda. Lugha zote ziko pale. So pale ndio nilijifunza lugha ya Kiswahili. Wakati wakombozi walikuja Uganda, ilikuwa ni tabu sana. Mtu kuwa na communication.
Simame wote. Karibu sana. Thank you. Mgeni akija tunamwambiaje? Unapiga makofi ukisema sema karibu. Asante sana. Tutaendelea kwa sababu ya muda. Itabidi tumkaribishe. We will welcome our muratibu to usher in our SG so that he can speak to us. Asante sana.
Oh, asante sana. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Habari za mchana wanafunzi. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon we are coming to a closure of our semester. The journey that we began on 13th of September 2023, it has taken us 4 months. Right Honorable, before you, this is a team of committed cadres, learners who are passionate and enthusiastic to learn Swahili and the art of public speaking. And of course, we have been having lessons in very unfriendly weather, as you could see. Most of them have had to endure heavy rains in the morning, cold weather in the morning. I would come by 7, some of them would be here by 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock. They will be here waiting for the lessons to commence at 9 o'clock. So for the commitment and the unwavering, for the commitment that you have showed, please just clap for yourselves. Yeah, that shows the desire and the hunger and the thirst that you have for this program. And because of you, this program has been a success. We can say it has been a success because we have not had such a program in Uganda since. The program is for 12 months. So far we have consumed 4 months. And then it is divided into 3 semesters, which will close, the last semester will close in July next year. And like we have been telling you, that we shall issue with certificates of completion for the candidates, for those of you who will have endured to the end. Then we shall also have a grand ceremony at Kololo. And I think our Right Honorable Secretary General will tell us more about that ceremony, because we highly anticipate that we might have His Excellency the President to come and preside over and pass you out officially as cadres. Then, Right Honorable members would they would request for a 2 weeks, at least a 2-week ideological orientation course at Chankwanzi just before the graduation, so that we take they are taken through that induction of the revolutionary ideology before they come to interact with His Excellency the President and any other party leader who will be there at the graduation ceremony. Then, of course, the next semester begins on 4th January. That will be the first Wednesday of the month of the month of January next year. And then we shall also commence the weekend class on the first Saturday of January. So, of course, as you can see, the class has grown and has given birth to another class. It has been given birth to another class. So that is a sign of growth. Then the class, our learners are organized. We are organizing ourselves because some of you came up with very good ideas unto us. For instance, you suggested that we should be having uniform as a Swahili class. So come next year, when we start the semester, we are going to design a uniform so that when you come here, we look smart, we look organized, and we look presentable as a class. Yes. Then the members also suggested that how about if we just made identity cards for the Swahili and the public speaking class, so that so that we can be identified as students of this program. That is also a very good suggestion. I believe it will be taken up. Then the other things we shall discuss, I think, off record. But maybe let me just say it. It's not a secret anyway. Right Honorable, the members here have organized themselves into an organized group so that they could also benefit from some of the government programs like the PDM and the MYOGA. And so they are coming up with a circle to bring members together so that collectively we could also benefit as a Swahili training and learning class of the party. We see how we can also tap into the government programs. And also that organized group would also be used by the party to also move around the country, to also go and teach others the language of Swahili and the art of public speaking, because it shouldn't just end here. So we believe that once the cadres, after the 12 months, once you have been passed out, you will be proficient enough and skilled enough to also go and teach others across the country. I don't want to really take much time. I just want to thank the teachers who have endured here with us since we began this program in September. We have got Mwalima Julius Ndaula, Rogers Ndaula. We have got Mwalima Edwin Nyachwara. We have got Mwalim Afande Shabad Odo. And we have also got Mwalima Robert Bake, who is also joining us shortly. He's held up in jam somewhere. So this is the team that we have been working with. Then, I don't work alone, but we have got some staff, members of staff, who have been helping us to organize this program, to coordinate the learners, to ensure the place is organized. That is Mr. Odonkara. Then we have got Collins. We have got Ambrose. We have got Moses. And the whole team out there. So thank you so much for your commitment and support to this program. Without much ado, Right Honorable, let me invite you to come and talk to your wanafunzi. Asante sana. Karibuni.
Habari yenyu. Kwa majina mnaita nani? Ninyi hapana jua jina yangu? Taratibu nani? Okay, asante. Ale ya Johnny. I'm called Richard Todwong, the Secretary General of NRM. Before I make my brief remarks, I want to introduce my sister, Ajat Medina Naham. She is a very active leader of the party. She started becoming a leader from the grassroots. Now she's at the national level. She's a beautiful lady from Koboko, and she's the Director, Finance and Administration of NRM. So welcome, Ajat Medina, and I would like her to greet you. Whatever it is. Then I'll speak to you after her.
Thank you, Right Honorable Secretary General of the mighty NRM party, staff of the NRM Secretariat, our lecturers, we call them lecturers, teachers. Mwalimu. But when there are many, walimu. One is mwalimu. Okay. And the students, I guess. Wanafunzi. So, how do you say ladies and gentlemen? Wabibi na wabwana. Wamama na wababa. Eh? Thank you so much. I think I am really excited to be here for the second time. I had promised that once in a while we will come in, but I didn't want to join when you are in the middle of the syllabus. So next year, inshallah, I want us to be together. Right Honorable, I thank you for this program, a very wonderful program, because it is one of the programs that have impact. We have done so many things as a party. We have given out things, but when you go to some areas and ask, what has the NRM done, there's nothing to show. But I think all of you are going to remain in the records of the party. Ultimately, I think we are getting certificates for our learners. So I think whoever imparts knowledge in you is better than somebody who gives you a handout. So I think this is a very good initiative of the party, and we pray and we will continue to support it. I also, Right Honorable, I told them last time when I met them that they are now part and parcel of the NRM, because any time that we need them, when we call all our army standby class 1 and we need their services, because the time is soon, all these are going to be our foot soldiers. So I know, because now they can work anywhere in the country. You know, when I go to Mbarara, I have a challenge sometimes when I'm meeting some group of people, because I can't speak Runyankole. Even here, sometimes Luganda is a problem. But now, any part of this country, when you speak Kiswahili, you communicate. You communicate. So I think these are very important group of people that we need in the nearest future. And please, I had told you also the other time I met you that I identify a lot with Kiswahili because it is African. It unites us. It is what unites us in terms of language as Africa. And you will be surprised that you will go to Southern Africa and you find people speaking Kiswahili. It's not only here in East Africa. Recently, I was in South Sudan and people were speaking Kiswahili. And in the long run, it is going to be a language for Africa. So when we talk about Pan-Africanism, I think Kiswahili is going to be our identity as well. So I really, really thank you, because it takes, you know, zeal and passion for somebody to come here, sit every Wednesday, attend these sessions, and, you know, religiously come and attend these lectures. So I thank you so much for those of us, those of you who have joined. And all I can say is Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We meet again next year, inshallah. God should protect all of us to be safe, so that we have so many things to do together. Thank you, Right Honorable. I think I give it back to you to talk to our people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and may we clap for Ajat. Thank you. So one time after his lecture, I asked him that, can you do the same for the party? but we didn't have the students. We agreed to teach, but we didn't have the students. But I don't even know how you advertise. All of a sudden you came as students. And here we are. And I can tell you are now doing so well. You can now count from 1 to what? To 100. That is the basic. And then you can mention names. You can talk about morning hours, afternoon, evening. You can speak in past tense, present, and future. You can mention items with their names. Those are the basics in Kiswahili. Even body parts. That is great. So we thank you so much. Learning will never end. As long as you're a human being, learning will never end. Even when you die, your souls will continue learning. Yes, the dreams you have, it's part of learning. And when you learn and you add additional language into your original language, it is a bonus. The more languages you speak, the better you are in terms of competition, in terms of knowledge, in terms of interaction. So you might be speaking Luganda fluently, you might be speaking English, now you have added Kiswahili. Okay? You might have another one. So you might be having 4 to 5 languages in you, which is good. Internationally now, people are learning, because English has been the predominant language internationally. But now people are learning French, they are learning German, they are learning Italian, they are learning Chinese, and they're adding others. But within the region, Kiswahili is the most important language you should have. And I'm happy that you have taken your time to learn, because this is expanding your opportunities within the region. That you can go to Kenya and you can get a job. You can go to Tanzania, you can apply for something. You can go to Rwanda, Burundi, even South Sudan. They are speaking, they are learning, they are starting to learn Kiswahili. The whole of Eastern DRC Congo, you can even go there and interact with people in Kiswahili. Nobody would know that you are from Uganda or anywhere else. The only thing which will give you in would be your pronunciation. Because that is where they will get you. So I need to thank you so much. It is a journey worth celebrating up to the time we have reached the first phase. We are breaking off today until what? The 4th of January. Then we start the second semester. I also need to thank the teacher for the art of public speaking. You know, we think when we communicate and converse with one another, we are communicating. That is far from it. Because for you, clarity is very important. Intonation of your voice is very important. Emphasis of your point is very important. And how you summarize your ideas. What are the parting shots in your communication? What do you want people to carry home? You might have a beautiful audience like this before you. What are you communicating to them and what do you want them to carry away? Because that is what is covered within the art of public speaking. How do you influence an audience to follow you, to listen to you? We have had challenges that many of our cadres at all levels have problems with the communication. You have good ideas, but you cannot communicate these ideas. You end up becoming a problem when you have very good ideas. So this is also going to help you. And I'm very confident that I see some of you becoming members of parliament. Some of you might become councillors, LC5 chairmen. And when that happens, please, you inform us and we shall clap our hands. But we are not going to be biased. We are not going to support you because you are in our class. You go and compete favorably with others. But you stand a better advantage. Because imagine if someone comes from Kiriandongo. Who knows where Kiriandongo is? How many languages are spoken there? Eh? And which is the most predominant? Yes. Yes. In Kiriandongo, Kiswahili is like the national language. Because Kiriandongo is Uganda made small. Actually East Africa, you find everybody there. You cannot address them in Luganda, in Runyankole, in Luo, but when you speak Kiswahili, everybody follows. So this is very, very important. So we need to thank you. The other requests you have made, we shall see how we shall handle them and make sure that we address what we can afford to address. And also, yes, we shall discuss with the teachers on how we shall close this in terms of a ceremony and in terms of, we are not an academic institution, so I don't know whether we qualify to give you gowns. We shall discuss the details. But for certificates, I am sure we can give. Yes, but having an academic ceremony, I don't know whether the law allows us to do that. But we can sit in our compound and have some small tea and drink, and you get your certificate and you go home and you call it. And you keep practicing. With the languages, you don't just learn and keep quiet. Keep practicing. And when you're here, you keep learning to speak. Even if you make mistakes, continue, because that is how you learn very fast. I don't think I have to say more than what I've said. This afternoon, we are also closing our ideological clinic for the year with the two very important presenters. These are people who fought in the war. They are now working with the party. They have a lot of knowledge and history about the struggle, and they're going to make their presentations this afternoon. We thought we should do it concurrently, that in the morning you close the lectures, and then in the afternoon we have this session to test how you can debate and how you can express yourself when your teachers are looking at you. Because that is part of the practice. Not just writing notes, but we shall give you the microphones and you speak, so that I sit and see how my students are performing. That is good. And so we are going to have it, I think, the last session also this afternoon, which will start at about 2 o'clock. At the beginning, we thought we would give you some refreshments and all that, but we said, no, that would be too much for a student. Oh, yes. But we are thinking about that. Maybe next time when you report, we shall. But I'm sure these days you carry some little water and little, I see some flask and all that. Just carry something little. You also subsidize for the party. But you never know. Next year we can do a little better. It's always difficult to start something, but once it's started, it's easier to conclude. Are we together? Lastly, like what my colleague said, the party needs manpower at all levels. We need people we can communicate with and communicate to. We need people we can send and delegate responsibilities. And we need people with the characters we can trust. So having you here is not just by mistake. We did not select you, we didn't know you. You came, we have been monitoring you. You have been registering. I am on your WhatsApp groups. I monitor you also as a headmaster. And I need to say you have been very disciplined. You have been a very organized group. I always ask him every Wednesdays in the morning that, is the class ready? They say, they have already started. They are ready. We are starting. Every day, Wednesday, I call to confirm. And I always come here by 8 in the morning. And that shows that you have been following this and you have been very committed. So I'm grateful to this. Your program is known by the chairman of the party and is very happy with this. Also brought you greetings from East African Affairs, Rebecca Kadaga. It was her office that law at the beginning. So she's very happy that we have done this. Actually, your program is part of her report to the East African community that in Uganda we are already doing this. and so she's very excited about this, and we are equally excited. So thank you so much, and I think I need to end here. And I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Greetings to your family. Greetings to your families. You want to ask me questions? I will take one or two. Greetings to your families, and make sure you're safe. This period is very bad. Make sure you don't travel recklessly. Make sure you know who your neighbor is, whom you interact with. Because on the 4th of January, we want to have you here in peace. Are we together? So I can take one or two questions. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Richard. And thank you for the meals you've been preparing for us.
You've been eating?
Yeah. But I'm just requesting
Is it
that...
true?
Yeah. Yes.
Then you should thank these ones because I was not aware you were eating.
And I was requesting that at least next year let them improve on the meal we are taking.
The quality or the quantity?
The quality, both the quality and the quantity. Thank you.
Okay. But for us, we eat like cadres. What comes on the table, you just... That is all. Yes, the last one. Okay, there are two. Okay, you two. You give him, then the lady there will be the last. Okay.
Oh. Thank you very much, Bwana Secretary General. I'm Biokwaso Brian Sebulime from Njeru Municipality, Buyukwe District. Secretary General, I have one concern since I have got a chance. It's not about Kiswahili lectures, but it's a general problem from us, our age, and those ones below us, the young ones. So 18 to my age. Secretary General, we have a concern in our party where the young people don't have the space to join the political line. That thing is very evident in that down there, when these young people want to join, they find our processes very expensive to them. So, Mr. Secretary General, I request you from up to down, because they're talking to them, to present themselves, but they find themselves primaries being very tedious to them. And for us in NRM, we always say that primaries is the real politics in our organization. So the young people, there is a clog. There is a way they are not entering the party very well. So we request that you help the young people such that they join the party. Some of them are running away not because they don't like the party, but because they don't have the space to enter, because the people up there have the resources and the manpower to clog them, especially money. So we hope that you help us in that line. Thank you very much.
Every time I talk to young people, I always tell them that you should know your point of entry in everything. Preparation is the key to success. Don't join a bandwagon effect that young people are going to politics, therefore I should go as an alternative for looking for what to do. Because the burden of carrying a community on your shoulder as a young person is very heavy. Because if you go and they give you that trust and you fail to deliver, for the rest of your life you'll be a curse. So I rather you prepare fully before you go for anything. I just want to give you one or two examples. There was a young man from Mukono. He contested against his father's candidate for... now I'm not going to speak. I'm grateful he's here. He's now my child. I've adopted him. You finish your exams? Today. Now, is a key example of what I was going to tell you. Being young, very popular, elected in leadership, but he got a problem. Because the father chased him from home. Yeah, he did not tell you his story. You come. Can I ask you for permission to explain? That will answer your question. And that is what I'm dealing with. You remove your mask. And he's a counselor. A very powerful counselor.
Thank you, Right Honorable Mr. Richard Tadong. He became now my father. As he told you...
Just summarize.
As he told you, God helped me. I contested as a honorable councillor without even a national ID. By Lord's mercy, there were 80 gentlemen. Even my father was among them. Unfortunately to them, it was sad to them. God was with me. I beaten them out. But my father decided to reward me by chasing me out of home. He used his powers as a clan leader because he's my clan leader. He chased me out of the family, but By that time, even His Excellency, the President, had announced that senior fives next week you are going back to school. And yet my father is saying, go away. But Right Honorable Secretary General, he said, no, don't cry. Come and have rest. Members, I want to thank him in public that he gave me support. I went back to school. From senior 5, right now I'm at Kampala International University, and I'm sure, and I'm very sure that, and even my people are so happy, and they are ready in 2026 to take me in the Parliament of Uganda.
The underlying word is preparation. Preparation. At what stage? You might be very good, but you might not be ready for something. You know, they say what an old man sees while sitting, the young ones will never see, even if they climb the highest tree. When an old man tells you, wait, hold on, wait, he has seen beyond what you're seeing. And that is what I always compare with our chairman's life story. He was a very active student leader in the early 60s, very vibrant. Imagine a young person deciding to fight a government, at this age. But at that time, he was not even saying he wanted to be a president. What did he do? He went to Nyerere for more lectures in governance. That was how he got admission in Dar es Salaam University to be near Nyerere, to learn. When the situation became intense and it requires a military front, Nyerere could now not provide that military knowledge. He went to Mozambique, to Chamol Michel, to learn military tactics. After that, that is when he came back. So preparation is very key. My problem is this accidental request to go to leadership is killing us. And that is why we have a lot of problems. We graduate close to 80,000 students every year, and the job market is narrow. Everybody is looking for the job, and the jobs are not there. The other opportunity is go to politics. So politics has become an avenue for job creation, not for service. And when they go, they fail to deliver, and they are voted out. And the moment you're already in leadership, in parliament, at a tender age, for one term, and you are voted out, no organization will employ you. We have seen examples. You have gone very high, very fast, and you have dropped very fast down. Getting you from down for the second time is not easy. So we always guide them that let us prepare, and once we prepare, things will be okay. Once we prepare, things will be okay. So that is my advice to young people. Politics has been heavily commercialized. Now imagine in NRM, you do a mini election in the primaries, then you go now to compete outside. Now, if you're not prepared financially, you'll end up even selling your father's properties. And that is where you get into trouble. Unless you're very popular like that son of mine. He was extremely popular. Without money, he went through, then he got stuck. So we always guide young people, learn, learn, learn. The more you prepare, the more you learn, the better you become a leader. Even in marriage, the more you hurry into getting a wife or a husband, the more you'll get into accidents. Take time in learning somebody. Take time in learning your weaknesses. Learn yourself before you go to incorporate another person to come into your life. Learn yourself because before you go to present yourself to be a leader that everybody should trust with their problems. You're a young man, you're going to lead parents, grandparents, veterans, widows, widowers, and you don't even have a wife, you don't have a home. You see the kind of weight of the problem you have on your head. You'll run crazy. So the preparation and the mentorship we are talking of is to help you get you that insulation that you need to attend to public shocks. The last question.
Thank you so much, dear SG, for the opportunity. First and foremost, my name is Nyamwisha Pauline, and I'm still a student pursuing my master's in diplomacy and international studies. He was talking about...
From which university?
Uganda Matters University.
Okay.
I'm in my last year. And I want to thank you so much. To begin with, when you made a comment on that gentleman's issue, I remember very well when you had just joined office. I don't know whether you still remember me. I came to you telling you about my dream to learn French, and you even supported me. I don't know whether you still remember it.
I don't remember.
And I can assure you, by now, I'm now at level B, international interpreter. I thank you so much. So when this opportunity came in to do the art of public speaking and Kiswahili language, I remembered what you did for me, and immediately I had to run back here. I couldn't forget that. I want to thank you so much for being real to the party. Before, many years ago, I don't want to push in which year, but we used to fear even to come here. But you've been open to each and every one, irrespective of tribes, irrespective of caliber, and even the level of education. We want to thank you so much. And we want to thank you so much for this program of Kiswahili and public speaking. Of course, there are so many challenges when you see ministers struggling to talk, you see people fighting in studios, you see so many things. Of course, the rest of the people are not happy about that. But for us, we are happy that we have grasped the chance, and we are not going to make those mistakes. We promise you that we are going to be good citizens, and we are going to compete outside there. We are going to be in those big offices, ambassadors, what? We shall reach there. Because of what you've done for us, we can assure you that we are not going to be shame you. On the other side, the last one, I want to make this appeal to you, that when you look around, most of these people, some of them are educated, but they don't have jobs. So my request was that if they could bring in their papers, and maybe you have them in your system, because these are the real cadres of NRM. For somebody to leave everything aside, and they make sure that they are here on every Wednesday to learn, it means that it's not only the love for Kiswahili and the art of public speaking, but they love the party. They support whatever is in this party. And whatever opportunity that comes, we are ready to take it up, whether we are paid, whether we are not paid. We are ready to support NRM, and we are ready to support this government. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you. And your coordinator has all your details, isn't it? I had asked him already that. We are learning a lot through your group, and we definitely want to use you. The party is going into a series of activities starting next year. And when you're available, we shall call on you as volunteers to help us in many of these things. As you know, our primaries are very hectic. All the villages in Uganda are our polling stations. That is 72,000 villages. Those are the 72,000 plus polling stations for NRM. And during primaries, and our primaries are open voting, lining up, counting, and declaring results, we always don't have enough manpower in all these villages. And so you never know. You might be one of the most critical lot that we shall use in some of these key activities. So I don't want to excite you yet, but let's keep learning, let's keep moving. Good enough we have your contacts. So thank you so much. You know, over-talking is also bad. I have over-talked. And let's be kind and good to people. When you do good to others, God will reward you. Some of these things we do is just genuine for the total love for the party and organization. Just imagine yourself without NRM, what will happen to Uganda? Without President Museveni, what will Uganda be? So if God is there and God is building you and empowering you with this level of capacities, God wants to put you somewhere to help your country. So take this opportunity as a very serious vocation, and you'll give it back to the people at the right time. So I would like to thank you and again wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you so much.
we are going to have a group photo with the Right Honorable. Then we request our Mheshimiwa Kansime just to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the students.
Asante mratibu.